What is up, everybody? Whew, it has been a long week, boy. I mean, stories coming out the wazoo from all areas of sports. You even got some internet sensation talking trash to Mike Tyson. We're gonna see what happened with that in a few weeks. But anyway, welcome to episode 327. What we got going on this week? Well, shoot, we got golfers getting arrested because they think they Tiger Woods, but they really not. We got NFL schedule release. We got to get into that, big time. The Hawks win the draft lottery. Yeah, when nobody's available. Lakers, are they looking to add to the team? We're gonna find out. Chiefs kicker put his foot in his mouth, literally. We're gonna talk about that. Tom Brady about to start trying to be the next Tony Romo. Uh Jared Goff got that bag. Our coach retires. No duh. TNT loses NBA to MVP. Money, money, money. Braves report. Oh god. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this show started. 327. Let's start now.
Good morning, everybody. We are here. We are live. It is the Red and Rail Sports Show. Minus our great Dr. Reverend, who's on a tour and won't be back for a while, but we will go ahead in his absence and keep the party going. This is the Red and Rail Sports Show, and we both are live from the
ATL
Shawnee. Give me real sports talk, because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, Red?
Real sports knowledge. You got it, coach. Word for word that time.
I've been working.
Coming to you live. That's practicing. It's paying off, man. You gonna know it. You gonna know everything by heart eventually. You ain't gonna even have to look down at the cheat sheet.
Yeah, gotta have a cheat sheet every now and then to keep the party going. All right, everybody. What's going on today, Red? How you feeling today?
I'm a little tired, but hey, man, the show must go on. I'm gonna say we still got stuff to talk about. So hey, even though you look tired, you got to get to work.
Yes, sir. We got things to do, people to see, places to go. Here we go. As far as our number, this is show 327. As far as 327, I got a man who most of you know who was a pretty good running back in the days. And now he is currently, he's a three-time All-Pro Bowler. He's currently the head coach of HBCU, the Tennessee State Titans. Number 27 in your book, in mine, one Edward Herbert George, Eddie George, former Tennessee Titan. Number 327. Great man. He played real good. He's hoping that his team can get on the right track this year. They've been up and down, so he hope they can be more up than down this season. All right. Want to remind everybody.
So SWV husband.
Oh yeah. He gets so weak when he around her. All right. Please share the broadcast, everybody. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Please share and hit that share button too, and come on with it. We want our visitors and viewers to increase as we go along. Let's see who's in Revenite Nation today. Winston Thornton of the eye test. What's going on, fellas? And chat, smash that like button. Yeah, got to hit that button and let everybody know that we are here. Kind of shorthanded today. We don't. Everybody, y'all wake up. We are here. We are live. But the show goes on no matter what. No matter what happens, the show goes on. We gonna jump right into it. I dope. I nope. And I cope. What you doping on today, Red?
I'm doping on one Braves pitcher, Chris Sale. I mean, man, where would the Braves be without him, man? I mean, dude, 6-1, ERA is probably under 3 now. Dude just been balling his last few games, 9 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts. I mean, just been a real good find for the Braves. And like I say, right now he's to me the ace of the staff right now. Because Fried is a little up and down, Charlie's a little up and down. Lopez, you still doing your thing. But right now, Chris Sale is just blowing them away. I'm gonna talk a little bit more when we get to the Braves report, but right now I got the dope on Chris Sale. Right now, to me, he would probably be the leading candidate for NL Cy Young. Well, one of the candidates for National League Cy Young Award winner because dude has just been amazing. So, like I say, right now I think he's might be top of the league at a 6-1 with 6 wins. Definitely, I know that's leading. It got to be the one of the top win totals in the National League. ERA sub 3. So, like I say, Chris Sale, right now you starting off good and doing your job. I just hope that arm hold up. As long as your arm hold up for us, I can only see good things coming. So, good job so far, Chris Sale. For my Braves, dope.
All right, I'm gonna stay in the pitching category, and I know you know this guy. My dope moment goes to Paul Skeens, Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher. Man, somebody, Pittsburgh has seemingly found a gem in this young fella. He said he's been waiting and waiting and ready to come up. And good God Almighty, has he come up yesterday against the Cubs? He had a no-no, a shutout, everything. 11 strikeouts, including striking out 6 in a row. This guy is throwing golf balls up there. I mean, they can't hit him. He's hard to touch. One guy, a couple people hit him, but it's going to be hard going forward. In Pittsburgh, that might be your saving grace. I don't think it's going to get you in the playoffs, but hey, it's going to get you some wins if this young man keeps throwing like he's throwing. And he's hit the 100 mile per hour mark several times, which means that somebody going to have to stick the bat out or something and try to hit it. I don't know, but Paul Skeens, wow.
Man, if that arm hold up, I just hope he don't have to go through Tommy John surgery stuff because he's scared when we got big phenoms like this and usually get hurt. But man, if that arm hold up, I don't know, because that arm might be good enough to put Pittsburgh back in the playoffs with a few pieces around them. I mean, they already like, around the division lead now. They not like at the bottom. So
yeah,
I mean, man, Lord have mercy. That's the type of guy that can change the franchise right there.
Yeah, that's gas. All right, what you noping on, Red?
Let's see. What am I noping on? I am noping on. Oh God. All right, LeBron. I had no problem with you going home to Cleveland at the game this week, but the one thing I did have an issue with. Y'all know I'm not the biggest fashion expert. Savannah James, what was up with that outfit you had on at that first Cleveland game? I mean, that little hoodie you had on, first of all, I mean, the animals that you have to kill to find all the fur that you had on your head. And then, woman, you had like it was a blizzard going on in that doggone arena. You had that jacket and wool pulled over you like it was a snowstorm. I'm sitting there like, nobody else in the arena was dressed like Savannah. I'm looking at Savannah. She had it like they was about to go out into a freaking blizzard in Cleveland. I'm like, Lord, Savannah, were you trying to be that anonymous? Don't worry. I don't think anybody will. You made her try not to draw attention to you, but you drew plenty of attention with that big fur fox hat you had on at the Cleveland game, woman. Lord have mercy. I sure hope you were warm enough, man. I ain't seen an outfit like that since CJ Stroud mama had a hat on like that at the game last year. Fair game. These doggone warm little wolf hats that these ladies be having on these coats. Just make sure y'all wear it when it's absolutely necessary. They make these coats for a reason. When it's a real cold temperature blizzard going. Not you sitting on the court side of the NBA game when I know the temperature in there is pretty mild, Savannah. So, note to Savannah James' outfit at the Cleveland game last week.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, she looked like she was in Alaska somewhere. I mean, you couldn't be hiding from anybody because who would know you sitting by LeBron with that big old thing on. You can't hide from anybody if that's what you're trying to do.
I was checking the weather report, seeing if it was a snowstorm in Cleveland, because I just didn't understand that outfit right there.
All right. My note moment goes to ex-Angels outfielder David Fletcher, who is with the Atlanta Braves AAA affiliate, but we found out that you had a bet with Mitsuhara, the bookie. You were doing some betting as well on sports with the Shohei Ohtani's interpreter. Mr. Fletcher, that's not a name you want to be associated with right now, young man. I guess I haven't seen you in AAA with the Braves, so I don't know how good you are or not, but you are finding a quick way to derail your career, young fella. If you're going to hang with that dude, he's in enough trouble. And now it's found out that you place bets. So I don't know how much longer you got, but we're going to see in the coming weeks how much longer you got to go. Yeah, it's about over. Yeah, so.
You been in baseball? Boy, you done. Done.
Yeah. Man, on Angels games, that's what they're saying. So, yeah, it's about time. See you later. Thank you for coming again. All right, I know we probably gonna have the same coat, but go ahead. What you coping with?
Well, you go first then. I'll change mine up.
Well, I'm coping with one Eldrick Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what I can say, but it looked so promising the first day when he first started out. Then yesterday, which is usually his day to start making people get nervous and getting ready to be in the top 10, Tiger just couldn't do it. He's too young for the senior tour, I think, and I don't know if he's too old for the regular tour, but Tiger, I keep trying to preach to everybody how I hope you win, but they laugh at me like you need to stop. One guy even offered me his therapist, and I said, yeah, I might have to go talk to him because Tiger is not looking good. So I'm going to cope with you, Tiger, trying to make it through the rest of the year on the PGA Tour. It's just pretty sad. All right, Red, who you coping with?
I'm coping with all of these NFL schedule release shows. And the reason I'm coping with them, because they have become really irrelevant now. Just irrelevant. What's the point of having these schedule release shows when half of the schedule is going to be leaked before the show even starts? I mean, good Lord. They make a big deal like, oh, we having a schedule release show on the NFL Network. Schedule release show, ESPN. And by the time the show come on, everybody know half their doggone schedule. You know the first 3 or 4 games. You know all the big games you're going to play. You know all the prime time games. What's the point of me looking at the schedule release show? I ain't watching it. I don't need to watch it. I'm watching a game because, look, these schedule release shows just becoming irrelevant now because by the time the show starts, everyone knows their schedule. Everybody talking about their schedule. There are no surprises. I mean, good Lord, what we gonna start doing now? Having Oscar release shows, having award shows leak. I'm surprised we don't have more award shows leak, winners of award shows and stuff like that because all these leaks for the schedule release show, man, is anything a secret these days? So I am just coping with, please, next year, don't schedule no more schedule release shows. Just start releasing the schedule bits by bit, pieces by pieces, to everybody get their entire schedule. No point of a TV show being scheduled, okay? It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to have a scheduled release show, if you're going to talk about the scheduled release, then you got to find some way to block people from getting the schedule because they were everywhere before that show even started. No surprises. Everybody was waiting to see a surprise. Wasn't any surprises because everybody knew the schedule. They knew who was playing. They knew what time they were playing, what week they were playing, and everything. So you're right. It was a complete waste of time. But I guess you're just trying to fill some time at NFL Network and ESPN and whoever else had a scheduled release show. you had already put it on the map, so I guess you had to do it. But it is becoming a waste of time because the schedule is already known. So, why? Maybe next year they'll have a way to not release the schedule until and make everybody sign a confidentiality waiver or something. I don't know, where they can't release the schedule or anything. I don't know what can be done. Or just don't say anything until the day of the show. Maybe that'll help. I don't know, but you're right. All right. The Rev Night Nation is mighty thin today, but we still got Winston. Winston said Tiger Woods cooked like catfish at the cookout. Yeah, Winston. It's not looking good for our friend. I tell you, it's not a good look when you see him out there and he's not playing his best. And I know he can play. He showed glimpses, but then he turns into I don't know. Harry, good morning, Harry. He said, amen. No need for NFL schedule early release, waste of space. You're exactly right, Harry. There's no need. When you the schedule keeps coming out, just like Red said, everybody knew their schedules pretty much in advance. They saw, what team they played. And he said about Tiger Woods, he tired. Simple as that. He tired. I watched him yesterday, and I saw he on the 10th and 11th hole birdie, and I said, okay, here comes that old Tiger about to turn it back around. Next thing I know, par, bogey, par, and then he just fell into a flop. I don't know. Let's see. Winston said, what's starting age for the senior tour in PGA? I think it's 60. I think it's 60, Winston, somewhere in there. Tiger's not there yet, so he can't jump in there. I wish he could, because maybe he'll dominate them. But right now, it's kind of sad watching him out there, knowing he's one of the greatest. And see, the thing about it is, though, he's attracted so much attention that them other golfers out there, don't nobody even say nothing about them, like Phil Mickelson and all those guys. They don't even care about them having bad days because he's the attraction. They want to see Tiger. And CBS started crying yesterday when they said, oh, dog, Tiger ain't going to be on. Oh, shucks. Oh, well, let's show weightlifting competition or something. I don't know. We ain't got nothing to show. We got to show the tour, but we sure don't want to without him. But I guess now they got something to talk about, because we're going to jump right into our first subject. Scottie Scheffler. Mr. Scheffler had a very, very interesting Friday morning. While some of us were asleep or just getting up, he was trying to drive to the golf course in Valhalla, and let's just say things unraveled from there. Red, give me your thoughts on Mr. Scheffler and what was he thinking about, or who he thought he was.
I have no idea what he was thinking, but he probably thought he was Tiger Woods because he holds the #1 golf ranking in the world right now. But dude, no. In Louisville, Kentucky, dog, you just pull Scottie Scheffler and the way that black cop was so happy. Where he was so happy to tell that reporter that, look, this man is going to jail. You understand? There is nothing you can do about it. You see that white boy right here? We taking him to jail. So you can cry, you can moan, you can complain. Buddy right here going to jail. You know why? Because he ain't Tiger Woods and he ain't related to me. I'm taking his white butt to jail. So back up, buddy. Nothing you can do about it. Man, I ain't never seen a cop so happy. But people just doing their job. It was an accident prior. Unfortunately, we had a pedestrian that was seriously and tragically hurt by a hit and I don't think it was a hit and run, but they were hurt by one of the tour buses that was out there. So Scottie, being the entitled guy that he is or thought he was, They say he tried to drag a cop or something. I guess the cop was still in his car when he was still trying to drive. But still, dude, number one, you can't do that. Okay, they tell you to stop, stop. They tell you to cut your engine off, cut your engine off. Okay, you still in Louisville, Kentucky. You still under their authority right now. And boy, you in Kentucky. Look at they didn't call Raylan Boyd over there on you, or Raylan Gillis on you, man. U.S. Marshal. I'm saying he's about to be a fugitive. He was trying to get away. Well, you lucky if he had been brought onto the case, Sheffler, you might not have been brought in alive. So you lucky you got there in one piece, man. Because man, you know Raylan, he shoot first. He see a car getting away, he might just pull a gun and just start firing. And we get up to Sheffler. Sheffler have a few holes in him. And you know what Raylan gonna say, Coach? You see this star right here? That means I had the right to pull my piece. Boy, so you being you gotta be careful when you in Kentucky, Mr. Sheffler, man. So man, you taking a real chance down there on the old policeman, man. You know, they probably watch the show and probably say, man, I got to live up to Raylan's reputation. So you gotta be careful, man. Okay. Everybody don't think golfers are these big celebrities, okay? You in Kentucky. I can see if you was in LA or New York. I can even see if you was in your hometown or something, man. But you ain't in Kentucky. So learn where you at, know your surroundings, and basically just follow the law. When the cop tell you to do something, you gotta do what you're told. I mean, in that situation. That's why they call the authority for a reason. But anyway, now if you felt they were doing something wrong, that's why you have a lawyer. You have your lawyer, you work that out with them, but you don't do anything to put yourself in trouble like you did, because like I say, those cops are very happy to walk you in cuffs like they did and put you in the back of their car like you was some common street thug. And for once, I say it was glad not to see your brother getting put back in the cuffs to see one of these other dudes mess up for a change. Because man, usually it's always us, Coach, but finally it was somebody else that messed up.
Oh boy, I just wonder how long it's gonna take you to bring our boy Raylan up. I knew it was coming. I just had to wait a little bit.
Yeah, they in Kentucky, so
yeah, and it was unfortunate that somebody lost their life on during this. The bus hit a pedestrian, and Sheffler. Now I try to bat for him for a little while. He thought that he got there early. He could go around. It was dark. He didn't know what was going on while the bus was in the way. And then they say they have a P on their courtesy cars, which means that they part of the tour. So I guess that's what he thought he could go on around and do it. But when, like you said, when the police says stop, they mean stop. They don't care who you are. They said stop, they mean stop. And he should have stopped. But I think the guy was on his car for like 15 yards. And of course, he went to the hospital. I don't think he was hurt really bad, but Sheffler was taken. They said they took him out and slammed him up against that car like, hey man, didn't we tell you to stop? Golly. And when they took him away, the guy tried to speak for him from ESPN, but like you said, that cop jumped up there and said he going to jail. He gonna be famous. He has made himself famous for doing that black cop. He going to jail tonight, whatever. So he was taken to jail. Yeah, processed and released. Now, to Sheffler's credit, he came out there, and now he's currently in third place. He came out there, played some golf. I guess he said, "Okay, I'm out now. Woo! Ooh, I feel good. Let me go play some golf." He rushed out to the golf course. He went in the phone booth, because when he got in there, he changed real fast, put his clothes on, came out there, hit a few golf balls. I said, "Let's play." And now, like I said, currently he's in third place.
They had him in an orange jumpsuit. How you get an orange jumpsuit that bad?
When they process you and they gonna keep you, they put you in that stuff quick. Like, put this on.
They put him in a room and everything. They gonna give him the whole room and everything. God, Sheffler, boy, you lucky. You got released, man. They better make you part of the crew.
But he does know that this is not over. He got a court date coming up. When it's gonna be, We don't know, and I'm sure he's not trying to think about that now. I'm sure the only thing he's thinking about is the fact that he's out and he's able to play. So, it'll be more news, I guarantee, if he wins today. I mean, Sunday. That would be bigger news. So, yeah, it was unfortunate. Like I said, and that somebody had to lose their life. It wasn't because of him. It was because they got hit by the bus. It was dark, and a lot of golf. And I guess he did like any other golfer would try to do. He wanted to get there early, get settled, eat some breakfast or something, and then get out there and hit it was. Yeah, so it turned out to be a real interesting day for everybody. Let me see what the nation got to say. They wide open. Harris said big man thought he was a bad man. He got out so fast. Good morning, Jerry. Jerry is here. Winston said good old Raylan would have laid him down and kept pushing with the cowboy hat on. Oh, yeah. He sure would have. Jerry, quick, good morning, Jerry. Glad to see you. Jerry said should have made a phone call to let the PGA officials know that he's stuck in traffic entering the tournament. Yeah, I guess he could have. And he said, you are correct, Coach. The police are the authority. Oh, Lord. Jerry said the master's meal will be bologna sandwiches, chips, and grape drink. Oh, my goodness. No.
That's all he got in jail.
Yeah, that's what they got in jail. I would hope not. But, yeah. And Winston, I forgot, he said Tiger going to have to struggle for a couple of years till he can get to the seniors. But it's tough seeing a great decline like such. Yeah, it's kind of hard looking at Tiger in this form because we're so used to him coming out there and just tearing everybody up and laughing at him like, well, here I am. Yeah, everybody else, y'all might as well get ready because I'm going to take this tournament. And they just sit there and scared when they see him. But now, no red shirt today. But
Tiger ain't been the same since he lost all the girls, man.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Back to Scheffler. Going to be interesting.
I bet we would have said Tiger should have got arrested. Maybe that would have helped this game out.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. All right. The NBA playoffs is still in full swing, and it has gotten wild. And I tell you, we got some games. We got some series that are fighting. It's some good old-fashioned slugfest. We're going to get the one out of the way right now early. Boston and Cleveland. Boston ended up taking care of Cleveland and sending them on their way. And now Boston can take a break and wait. But what's your impression of the Boston series, Red? Boston, Cleveland?
Boston got lucky again at Cleveland. Were missing most of their top players. I mean, you had Spider Mitchell out for 2 pivotal games. You had Jared Allen out. So I mean, when they missing their top players and Boston still got their 2 best, that's gonna affect the series. I mean, they beat them in 5 games. I really think had Spider Mitchell been healthy and Jared Allen been there to man the paint in the middle or defend the rim, I think that could have been a different series. At least went 6 games. But the fact that Boston just took them out in 5, that lets you know they really don't have any formidable opponents right now in the East. I want to say because I mean everybody that's left probably gonna be a cakewalk for them. I mean, if they play the Pacers are such an up and down, inconsistent team. I don't see how they could, but they could if the Pacers had some consistency. But the Knicks win, man, they so undermanned half their team on the injured list. I just don't see the Knicks being able to battle Boston for, in a 7-game series. Indy might give them the best series, but the way Indy's young and inexperienced, that eventually, besides Siakam, that eventually show up, I believe. And I think they missing a key piece in Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield probably would have been another good sharpshooter they could have used. But I think the Celtics just catching a lot of breaks right now, Coach. I don't want to just piss poo everything they're doing. I mean, they had a good year. They got a talented team. I don't like to talk good about the Celtics, but like I say, I still think they're catching a lot of breaks right now. I know Paul Pierce is happy for them on Undisputed, but Celtics to me just catching a lot of breaks, and they probably not. We're not gonna probably not gonna really see the real Celtics team until we get to the finals, because that's when they'll actually have the best opponent. Whoever come out the West will give them a series, whether it's Dallas, whether it's OKC, whether it's Minnesota or Denver. I think any four of those teams will give Boston a good, well, maybe not OKC, but definitely the other three will give Boston a much better series than any of these teams in the East could. So that's my feelings right now about the Celtics. They just catching a lot of breaks, catching a lot of teams missing the top players, and so it's making folks think that they're invincible. But I don't buy it. I'm still not. They are still not going to win championship. You understand? They still not winning that 18th ring. I don't see it because if you catch them and D them up, you can beat them. You saw how Miami did, but Miami, like you say, Miami was missing Jimmy Butler. Miami was missing some pieces. Then Cleveland got them for a game, but then they started missing players. They missing Spider Mitchell, Jared Allen, Caris LeVert ain't really himself right now. You can't expect Garland and some of these young boys. You can't expect them to carry the load against a team like Boston. So it is what it is. Celtics really catching some teams without their best players right now. I really wish Milwaukee had stayed at full strength, because that's who I thought could have took them out. But it is what it is, Coach. We'll see how it works out for them. But I will be here when it don't work out for them.
Yeah, the Celtics. It's been said now. I don't know what's going to happen now, but they said Crispy Porzingis going to possibly miss game 1 and 2. So that means that he has a chance to come back and play, which is going to be interesting. How is he going to be, if he's going to be able to help? But yeah, they clearly caught a break. And I'm looking at Donovan Mitchell. I don't have nothing against Donovan Mitchell, but Mr. Mitchell, if you were hurt, you sure was standing up a lot. I don't know how to read that. I ain't gonna try to read nothing into it, but you sure. Anybody got a calf strain or something like that wouldn't be up as much as you are. Hint, hint. I don't know if that means you going bye-bye, but we'll see. But I was like, dog, Donovan, every time they showed you, you standing up. Jared Allen sitting down. Jared Allen like, I'm hurt. I'm sitting down, but Donovan was up a lot. So you're not going to make your fans feel any better by standing up and indicating that you might be ready to leave, which you got every right to. You're going to be a free agent. So we'll see. All right, let me see what the nation's saying. Winston says Shannon Sharp said the same thing, that Tiger need to get back to the women to get his game back. Oh, boy. That's a good one there. Let's see. BATL, hey, Red and Panel. Good morning, Miss B.
How you doing, Miss B?
How's everything going today?
For you last night, Miss B. I guess you're gonna be on tonight, so I try to find you.
Yeah, Crispy is rumored to be out for game 1 and 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, but he will be back though. So
that don't matter. See, like they win. I'm saying, seems like Boston winning Wilfer without him, but we'll see. We'll see how important he is.
Anthony Corey, good morning, Anthony. He's talking about he is in being traded shape. He's talking about Donovan Mitchell. It means he might be going
I tell you what, don't come to my Lakers if you're gonna be missing key games like that in the playoffs. Because that was my thinking. Like, man, Cleveland needed you now. If you come to my Lakers, we're gonna need though. Don't be trying to sit out key games over there now, especially in the playoffs. Now, if he is waving bye to Cleveland, he probably still should have played if he could play. But you don't want to take a calf injury. If it's a calf injury, that's close to the Achilles. But if you can play, you got to play. I mean, because I'm telling you, if you come over to Laker land and we find out and not playing in key games. It's gonna be worse than you not playing in key games for Cleveland. And even with the Knicks, if you don't, well, I don't know, the Knicks, they are missing so many players, but I think the Knicks got their star. I don't think they need you up there, Donovan, but we might need you in LA.
All right,
so we need you playing in key games, though.
Yeah, let's go to the next series. Dallas and OKC. OKC is the number 1 seed, but right now they on the ropes. Dallas is up 3-2. I think the series is going back to Dallas for game 6. So can the young boys take it to game 7, Red?
They can, but right now I think the writing is on the wall. They've had plenty of chances to make a statement in this series, and really they should already have been eliminated. Dallas shouldn't have lost that second game to them. Dallas is the better team, the more experienced team. I mean, when they winning games when Kyrie scoring 9 points, you know they the better team. So and Kyrie really hadn't even took off the last few games. He might come out tonight in Dallas and just say, all right, fella, coach, we've seen Kyrie in closeout games before now. I mean, yeah, we know you don't have these bad games prior, but it's an elimination game. Kyrie will come out tonight and say, all right, OKC, I don't play it with you long enough. All right, y'all think I ain't finna do something? You might turn into Uncle Drew tonight on them. So that's what I'm saying. So, Dallas winning when Kyrie not playing his best, and now they can put you out tonight on their home floor. Ooh, boy, it might not be pretty tonight, OKC, unless y'all start off hot. But if y'all fall behind early, you can just say, what's that music we play, coach, when it's over with? That's what they're going to be playing in Dallas. Yeah, they're going to be playing Daps in Dallas. So you got one chance, OKC. You come out on fire starting off. But if Dallas get the lead and get on you early, you might well fold up shop because it's going to be over with real quick. Mark Cuban gonna have that crowd. They just gonna chase y'all out of that arena because y'all boys too young and too inexperienced. But you had a good season though. You impressed us all. Good year. But I think right now, it might be checkout time. Checkout time, baby. Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, it just it's gonna be kind of tight on Oklahoma City because even though I think Luka is hobbled a bit, not bad, but I think he's hobbled a bit. So we gonna see if he can hold up. PJ Washington has emerged as a star. He got out of Charlotte and they got him there, and PJ is going crazy. He's scoring and doing things that he was doing in Charlotte, but he had no help. But now he got some help. He can get the ball, and he's doing his thing. So PJ has said, "Hey, I got to make it a shine a little bit so he get his shine." And on the OKC side, Shai Gilgeous, he can't do it by himself. The only good thing about OKC is they're a young team. They're gonna be back several years, but right now, you were the number 1 seed coming in. The youngest team, you made it to the number 1 seed, but you're gonna have to put up a game tonight, or it's gonna be lights out. Because I mean, you got the tools, but they weren't hitting many shots. And Slim number 2, Chet Holmgren, got to get some bricks in your pocket, young man, because they don't have a true center. Holmgren acts like it, but they don't have anybody to stop them guys from Dallas in the paint, and everybody. So they rely on a lot of outside shooting. And when they own, but when they're not, it's like, oh, shucks, we ain't gonna get another shot. We ain't gonna get no rebound because it's over. So, OKC can try to win, but like I said, Kyrie ain't gonna score 9 points every game. He gonna pick it up and gonna get in the game and gonna put some points up. So you got to be ready for that. Let's see. Anthony Corris at Red. Now, Donovan would be a perfect Laker. Ant Davis gets a pass.
Yeah, he would.
He says going back to OKC guaranteed. And Winston said Kyrie going for 32 and 7 tonight. Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. If you do that, it's gonna be over with.
Yeah, they're gonna be lights out for OKC, and they're gonna have to go. Um, the next series, the black and blue series, I call it. The Knicks and Indiana. They got a game 7 tomorrow. And nobody thought it would make it a game 7, but hey, they have whooped each other and beat each other. Red said it. He said they were going to 7. They have beaten each other down and gotten up off the deck. And Indiana came out with a mission the other night and just throttled poor what's the name? Poor the Knicks. Knicks didn't have a clue. Hartenstein couldn't get his usual. Miles Turner, him of the questionable picture that I saw, he played like a grown man. What's his name? I'm right on tip of tongue. What's the guard's name? That's a shame. I got brain lock. Halliburton. Halliburton was hitting his shots. He was on fire. McConnell, he one of those guys that just come off the bench and he gives a little energy to Indiana, was on. And then to top it all off, Josh Hart went to the MASH unit, which added another one. Red, who wins game? He said he's going to play. Who wins game 7?
Well, personally, I'll prefer Indy to win it because at least they're more healthy going into the Boston series than the Knicks. But I wouldn't be surprised because I mean it's just been an up and down series the whole series. You had the Knicks come out and surprisingly take the first 2. Then the Pacers they take care of home court, they get the next 2. Then the Knicks blow out the Pacers. Now the Pacers blow out the Knicks. And now we come into game 7. Like I say, and this is gonna be a battle right here. Ain't gonna have no choice to be a battle. Both teams don't got blown out. Both teams don't won 2 games at home. This has got to be the battle of the century right here. And I'm hoping that the Pacers prevail because, like I say, at least they got a smidgen of a chance to get a Celtics series. The Knicks don't have a chance at all. They're going to lock up Jalen Brunson, and the Celtics might sweep the Knicks in the conference finals. And I know we don't want that. So, like I said, the Knicks just got too many injuries right now. They lose somebody every game. You got Hart go down this past game. They lost Anunoby a few games prior. Randall been gone. Mitchell Robinson gone. Like I say, I wouldn't be surprised eventually he's going to lose Hartenstein and DiVincenzo. They going to be gone. And what you going to do then? They might well just, but they, like you said, they still balling right now with the few people they got. But I just hate to see this undermanned team try to play Boston. I'd rather Indy play them with an experienced coach, with more healthy players, and man, how many threes did they hit on last night? Well, you like to say Halliburton he still ain't had that Halliburton type game that he had like around the time that the in-game tournament was happening. I mean, that boy was showing out. You would have thought he was gonna be one of the next big phenoms, and he just been really just a guy in this series. I mean, he had maybe one game that he showed out, but for the most part, he been just a guy in this series. And Halliburton, we're gonna need you to really step it up if you're trying to take your game and the Pacers to the next level. Well, here's your opportunity now. All eyes gonna be watching Halliburton, game 7, and then we're gonna be watching you in Boston. So this is the time for you, Halliburton. You want to make a name for yourself? It starts tomorrow in New York, Madison Square Garden. Brunson already done made a name for himself. He's inclined. He's already got his name engraved with some of the Knicks greats out there with just the way he's been carrying his Knicks team by himself. We know when he get help next year that they're going to be even better. So what are you going to do, Halliburton? Now it's your time. What can you do against this team that y'all really should have had already control of this series? They've been losing me in every game. Y'all should have been took control of this series. But you still got a chance to prevail. Tomorrow, 3:30, Madison Square. Be there, Tyrese. Not the other Tyrese, but you, Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton. Be there. And you better show up too. Well, I don't want to hear you talking about What about us? What about the Pacers? I don't want to hear that talk again because you had a chance, and if you don't win tomorrow, you would have blew it. Like De Niro said in Copland, you blew it. I'm just playing, but come on, Halliburton. We need you tomorrow. I need for the Pacers to prevail and get to Boston. All right.
Yeah.
What you got, Coach?
It's really going to be, I mean, the way it looks, Boston, I think Boston got a cakewalk either way.
Yeah.
Because you got a half of a Knicks team trying to keep it together and play. And then you got an Indiana team that they rely on offense because they don't play good defense. And you know, so Boston may have a cakewalk, but then stranger things that happen. We didn't think Miami was going to beat Boston, and they did. So
right.
You just never know.
They were healthy though. That's why I want a healthy Indy team going. Because Knicks ain't got a chance. They too hurt.
Yeah, Knicks just like the guys say, the Knicks playing on fumes. They just trying to keep it in. The only thing that's gonna save them is they make one good push in Madison Square Garden and win. But why win when you got to go into a buzzsaw in Boston and it could be over in 4 because nobody gonna give you a chance. Even though, like I said, stranger thing, but nobody gonna give you a chance against Boston with that unit all beat up. All right, let's see. Winston said McConnell made himself some money this postseason. If Phoenix keep their big three, he will be the perfect fit and piece they need to make a run. They just need somebody to set the table. Is he a point guard? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you're right. Phoenix needs a point guard. They got other stuff. They just need a point guard. Red, you got one from the basement. He said, "Get my money right."
I don't know what money you talking about. We talk so much, and you got to be specific with the bet we made.
He said, "Red, get my money right." All right.
He ain't gonna forget about the bet we made. Be specific.
Now, the biggest series that everybody's talking about, the craziest. I don't know what to say about this series. You got the Minnesota Timberwolves against the defending champion Denver Nuggets. This one is so mystifying. You don't know what's going to happen. One day, one team punishes one. Then another day, the other team punishes them. Then another game, they get punished. Then it go back and forth. It's got to come to an end Sunday. Who win Game 7, Red?
Well, this one right here has been the complete opposite of the Knicks and Pacers. Well, no, both teams holding up. Both teams been pretty healthy. It's like Minnesota dominated at first on the road. Then Denver came in and dominated on the road. Then Denver went back home and dominated at home. And then Minnesota say, well, you guess what? We ain't won a home game either. We need to dominate one time at home. And now it's all come down. So one game left in Mile High City, man. Oh, I know Minnesota can win there because they already won there twice. So Ant-Man told them Memphis that he was going to be back there. That's what he said in the press conference anyway. So we going to see. I mean, I tell you what, Ant-Man going to really need to bring a Jordan-esque type performance for Minnesota to even have a chance. I mean, he definitely got to show up. We're going to need Karl Towns, Cat, to show up big time too. Can't keep letting Aaron Gordon show up and you disappearing. So it's going to come down to Minnesota need all their dogs tomorrow. If all their dogs show up, they got a chance. I mean, Denver, Jokic, he can try to carry them, but they're going to need Jamal. They're going to need Reggie off the bench. They're going to need Aaron Gordon. They're going to need Michael Porter. They're going to need their dogs too. So it's really just going to come down, Coach, to what team has more players to show up tomorrow for Game 7. If it's just Ant-Man and nobody else from Minnesota, then Denver will probably win. If Ant-Man and the crew show up, they got a good chance of winning. If Jokic will see his thing, Denver cannot have their best game and still win. I mean, Joker can show up and he can carry them all, carry a lot of them to the finish line. The thing is, somebody's going to have to be there to slow the Joker down. You can't let the Joker dominate and just pretty much see the floor, have triple doubles everywhere, him scoring 30 and 40, then have about 10 or 12 assists and about 10 or 12 rebounds. If he show up like that, Minnesota, you probably gonna lose. So somebody needs to slow the Joker down, and Minnesota, they need more dogs. Than Ant-Man can't be the only dog that show up tomorrow. He can't be. You got to have most of your dogs show up. I'm talking about McDaniels, Nicholas off the bench, Naz Reid. I ain't got no faith in Gobert. Just stand there in the middle of Gobert. Hopefully somebody's shot will be effective. But anyway, because you ain't no dog, Gobert. But the rest of the dogs got to show up for Minnesota. So if most of their dogs show up for Minnesota tomorrow, I think the Timberwolves take it. If just one of their dogs show up, Ant-Man can't pull all these little big scrubs himself. You know what I'm saying? Because Ant-Man one of the smallest guys out there, but he still is one of the best players. But these guys, he got surrounding them, they got to step up on their own, because these are the dogs that he depend on to carry, to help him get over the hump. Denver, Jokic can get them over the hump alone. So, like I say, Coach, to me, it's just going to come down to Ant-Man and the crew showing up, and not just Ant-Man. If Ant-Man and the crew show up, they got a real good chance of winning this and sending the Nuggets home. If they don't, then Nuggets, they already at home. They already the world champs. They already got the leverage. You got Mike Malone. You got your Joker. So, man, just don't. You got to even the odds, Minnesota. You can't have Nuggets having all the leverage. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna really be a good one. I hope it's in prime time. But I want the Knicks to come on at 3:30 and let Minnesota and Denver come on the nighttime. But it's gonna be a good one. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope it's not a blowout Denver way. If it's a blowout Minnesota way, I don't mind. But I hope they don't blow out Denver way, man. But I'm going for the T-Wolves, Coach.
Well, they both are playing Sunday, and the schedule you just said is correct. New York and Indiana playing at 3:30. Then you got Minnesota and Denver coming on behind them. So that's gonna be your primetime game.
I think the Braves gonna be on too tomorrow night. God.
Oh yeah. Somebody gonna have to tell Ant-Man, you not in Southwest Atlanta, sir, because the media is gonna stop you from using them MFs like you let fly.
Oh man, you cussing up the
phone. Gonna whisper in your ear and say, "Tone it down, young man. You can't use all that language on TV. Gotta keep it real. If you were at the SWATs, oh yeah, that'll fly. But you on that live TV, they gonna just tell you you can have the passion and you can talk confident, but them MFs and all that, they gonna be like, no. We're going to need you to slow it down. You got away with it once. They had the dump button, was able to catch it, but they ain't going to be able to let you do that all the time. But one thing about that Minnesota whooping the other night, something happened that I had never heard before in my life, and that was the Joker cussing. The Joker said they just whooped our A. I said, time. Wait a minute. Stop the press. They got Jokic cursing. Oh my goodness. I was like, I had to rewind. I had to watch SportsCenter again. And he said they just whooped our. I said, no, they got the Joker cursing. God, no, that was a full time.
The Joker is becoming Taggart and Rosewood after they met Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop.
If everybody noticed, during the game, Jokic never sat down. He just looked out on the floor when they took him out. He was like, I'm going to get y'all. Just wait. This ain't going to happen again. I'm going to get y'all. Y'all enjoy this one.
Yeah. So, that was scary. He just stood up the whole time and just stared.
Yeah. He didn't sit down. Usually he'll sit down, but he was pissed off. And I can guarantee you, tomorrow night's game is going to be a barn burner. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be one of them where may the best man win. Whoever put the show up gonna come out on top.
But Joker, Joker's gonna be ready.
And the winner, as way it looks, could be the representative from the West in the NBA Finals. Because them other two teams, I don't know if you can match that intensity from what they're doing. Let me go to the Nation real quick. The basement said, Red, you bet me the Bears wouldn't win a road game.
Oh, okay. All right, that's football, Hank. We'll be ready when the season starts.
Winston Thorne said, Cat has to be the X factor tomorrow. He's way too big and talented to be shrinking when the lights are bright. I'm gonna come back and get him, Winston. And Hank said the winner between Denver and Minnesota win the NBA title.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Hank. That's what I say.
What's up, Eric Parker? What's going on?
What up, Eric?
Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns is gonna have to play the game outside of himself tomorrow night. Edwards is doing his. Karl-Anthony Towns, like he said, you're too big, you're too talented. And didn't you proclaim back a while back that I'm the best big man to shoot threes in the NBA history or whatever you said? Well, you got to show and prove, partner. It's all talk. You got to show and prove because you have not had the series that you should have had. Anthony Edwards needs a Robin. You should be that Robin. Right now, you're looking more like what's the little thing? Gleek, the little monkey on Super Friends. You're not looking like Robin. Come on, man. You got to step up now. Dark horse,
like the Wonder Twins.
Yeah. Dark horse for the what's the name for the Denver Nuggets. Watch Aaron Gordon. Gordon is showing it has been showing his reign in this series. He had a bad game in the blowout, but Gordon, if he gets hot,
Towns letting Gordon beast on him. You got to get your stuff together.
If he gets hot, it's gonna be rough on Minnesota because Gordon is one of those guys. He's not gonna be in anybody's top 10 or 20, but he knows his role. He said, hey, I play solid while I'm in there. I get in there and do my thing. And if I score, we got a better chance to win. What's the name? Been kind of quiet too, but he's never been outstanding like that out there. KCP, but KCP is always solid. And
gotta watch out for him. He helped my Lakers get a ring.
And just like what's the name said, Kendrick Perkins said about Jamal Murray. He said Anthony Edwards was on his heels like church socks. I said that means he was into him. So Jamal Murray gonna have to find a way to shake Edwards if Edwards is guarding, ain't gonna have to contribute because he's gonna be clue too. So Denver, if Minnesota plays that clamp down defense, it's gonna be tough. But if Denver finds a way to get that home crowd behind them and start hitting those outside shots like Michael Porter Jr., who never met a layup he liked. He always shooting from the outside. If he hit outside, it's going to be rough on Minnesota. So, yeah, this one is going to be very interesting coming down to it. Who takes control? Anthony said Karl Towns is better when he's been breathing in helium. He's breathing in helium. If there are balloons in that area, watch out. No comment.
That's how you talk. Yeah.
Yep. And KCP is due to have a breakout game for Denver. Yeah, he probably could, Winston. I can see him making a statement and coming up and helping them get some big time points and add stuff to it.
You don't have to worry about stopping Ant-Man.
Yeah. All right, we rolling. We are actually. It's halftime.
What? Halftime?
When we come back, when we come back, we're gonna go into the NFL schedule release. We're gonna do the Braves report, and we're gonna do 5 for 5. So, hang with us, everybody. Right now. It's halftime.
Roscoe got a date tonight, boy. He keeping us moving fast today, boy.
He trying. He was fed well. He had some original stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our boy coming in.
All right. Let me get back to get this off the board here. Let's see here. There we go. We are back. And right now, before we do the NFL schedule, ladies and gentlemen, it's Braves time.
It's game time. It's GT.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Well, Braves had a pretty even week this week. 2 up, 2 down. Should have been 3 up, 1 down. Really should have won all 4. But anyway, Chris Sale started off this week. I mean, just kicked the tail. Cubs, you had no chance against Sale. I mean, no chance out there. You might as well just walked up there, held it back, and just looked at the ball, because that's all you were going to do with it. So, and I think Lopez had another decent outing against the Cubs. Well, boy, 2 guys who've been doing pretty well lately, man, they came apart this week for us. Uncle Charlie in the last game against the Cubs, and then Max Fried last night. I mean, Lord, it wasn't the worst outings, but man, come on now, we was on a little roll now. In Philly, they are rolling this year, Braves. You don't want to get too far ahead of you now. We really will be looking at that wild card. But not gonna go crazy. But like I say, it was 4 games this week. 4 games this week. We was off Thursday, and we went 2-2. Our offense, man, we gotta get this offense back on track. Like I say, last 2 games, just 2 runs. We did well against the Cubs. We broke out 1 game, but Coach, I just don't see the same Braves offense that I saw last year. And this is from top to bottom, with the exception of Marcell Ozuna. This offense has just not been the same. And then it got to a point where we were depending on the pitching, because the pitching had vastly improved. We were top 5. We probably right now still top 5 ERA. Top 5 pitching in MLB, but we ain't top 5 hitting. So like I say, top 10 in a lot of categories, but right now the offense, I know what I say, it's the offense that's really consistently holding us back right now. So we got to get these bats back cracking. We got to get these bats back talking consistently, and we got to get them screaming loud, because right now they just whispering right now. And Ron Acuna, dude, you are not having an MVP year. And you my boy, so I hate to say this, but I got to keep it real. See, unlike other fans who like to take up for when players do wrong, I don't. I get on my players. I'm hard on my players than any other players. And Ron Acuna, dude, you ain't getting the job done. You are coming up in too many clutch situations, and you are either striking out or just getting no production. And that's not what we need from you, because them guys at the bottom of the order, they depend on you to get them home when they do the little damage that they doing. Clinics and Trumps and the Denos and the Arcias and the Michael Harris, when they do their job, they depend on you to bring them through. And right now, man, you becoming a liability when we have runners on base and in scoring position. Let's get to the point. I don't even want to see you at the plate, because you have not been doing the job lately. If I look up your average with runners in scoring position this year, I'm pretty sure I want to puke right now. I'm not gonna look it up, but I bet you I want to puke right now. So Acuna, you got to get it together, buddy. You got to start back setting the standard. You are top of the lineup, our best player, our leadoff guy. Well, dog it, we need you doing your job, okay? Ozzie, okay. Austin been out hurt, but the Zach Short kid, he's been filling in okay. Matt Olson looked like he's starting to get hot again. Ozuna, you've been consistent all year long. Harris, Arcia, up and down. So, but it's Ron Acuna. You set the tone. And right now, you're not doing that. But I'm gonna, like I say, I know you're gonna do it, because like I say, it's still early season. Still ain't got the Memorial Day yet. So we still got a little room. But right now, when we get to June and July, Braves, you know what time it is. We got to go on one of these deep winning streaks, and we have got to start playing Braves baseball. Now we still in second place, still probably leading the wild card by plenty of games. But hey, just because we right where we want to be record wise, don't mean I'm satisfied. Okay, no, I'm not satisfied with the offense, and I'm not satisfied with our two top pitchers wetting the bed this week. So Braves, I'm gonna let Coach get his thoughts in on this, but we got to start being a little more consistent. We okay right now, but we just got to step it up a little bit more. Still early, so I ain't gonna panic too hard.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Pretty much, it's amazing that they are where they are, considering the offense, which is the strong point of the Braves, is not all the way there yet, or not clicking. All y'all, barring one of the greatest miracles of all time, Acuna will not win the MVP this year. So we shouldn't worry about him being an MVP. The only thing you need to worry about is him getting on track and being a complete player like he's been. Right now, he's stealing bases. He's doing that, but he's getting picked off a little few too many times too. So I don't know. It's early. Like I said, I always wait till Memorial Day to figure out the Braves. But right now, like I said, it's good that they are actually still up near the top of the charts, and everybody knows that. And I can see that offense ain't gonna stay stagnant for long. They're gonna start hitting their stride, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. I hope it happens at the end of the year when they need it. But Sale, Lopez, those guys, Sale especially, if it wasn't for, and I can't think of the young guy named for the Cubs having such a great season, Sale he's like Reds, he's in the MVP Cy Young conversation because he is pitching lights out. He's gonna give you
the pitcher that we face Monday, right?
Yeah. He's gonna give you 7 innings. It look like Sale gonna give you 7, gonna eat up those innings every game. So that's what you need. You don't need to be digging into your bullpen unless you have to. Snicker, I got a question for you, and I ain't gonna dog you too bad. Max Fried had a no-hitter, and I guess the pitch count was high, and you took him out. I need to fight you for that one, Snicker. I ain't gonna forget that one. I know his pitch count was high. But I mean, when a guy got a no-hitter, you let him stay in there. But I'm just emotional on that one because I know he's probably saying we got a long season. I don't need him be throwing 150 pitches or whatever many pitches he was going to throw. I think he was at like 108. So he took him out. But Snit, you got to do some work this year. You're doing a good job. Good job so far. You got. Like I said, to keep the Braves up there. The Phillies are hot, but we know the Phillies ain't gonna last. They're gonna get up, they're gonna be up there, and then next thing you know, they're gonna hit a wall, and the Braves are gonna catch them. But we'll see. We're gonna make it work for the Braves. And like I said, they still, without a doubt, are one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league. I see people talking about the Dodgers again, but I'm like, Dodgers don't have any pitching. Ohtani is taking his case for the MVP now. They were talking about Mookie Betts, but Ohtani has passed him, and now they're saying MVP for him. But Dodgers, y'all still not going to beat the Braves. I can tell all you Dodgers fans, enjoy it, but you're still not going to beat the Braves. You had early in the year, you had a little fun. Winston said, and this is breaking news, Fury versus Usyk fight card just started. Who y'all got? I got Fury with the stoppage in the 10th. Okay, sidebar. The heavyweight division is garbage. I call it what it is. It's garbage. They got some of those guys in the heavyweight division, man. It's like watching an episode of Mike Tyson Punch-Out. It's ridiculous, man. Some of those guys have no business in a boxing ring. I'm more interested in seeing the Jake Paul Tyson fight than these heavyweights fighting because it's like yawn. Who cares? Fury gonna beat him. You said 10th round, Winston. I say I say 7th. He'll probably knock him out earlier than that. So we'll be updated on that. All right.
Yeah, I got fear too.
Yeah. I don't see much. It's not going to be much. Fury going to come in there. That size he got, he going to punish Usyk, and that's going to be it. All right. The NFL schedule, well, they had the release show, but really the NFL schedule was released almost in April, looked like, because everybody knew what was going on and who was playing who and who was going, where you had to go. And folks started already planning their playoff trips, not trips, what do you call it, games they were going to. All right, we'll start with the Falcons. How do you feel about the Falcons and their schedule, and what do you see coming from it?
I like the schedule. I really do, because they giving us a lot of tests early on, and they're going, if we pass the test, they're going to reward us later on. And that's what I like about the Falcons schedule. So you see, they got us starting off, of course, me and you starting off first game, Falcons and the Steelers. Let me see where we at right here. Yeah, week 1. Is that week 1? Falcons and Steelers?
Yep.
Okay. They got this thing so licked it. Okay, I see where we at. Okay, yeah. They got us, like I said, they got us starting off with y'all, and then the Eagles, then the Chiefs. I know the first 3 by heart anyway. The Steelers, Eagles, and Chiefs. And then I think it's the Saints, and then Tampa Bay. So it's the Saints, and then Tampa Bay, and then Carolina. So yeah, honestly, Coach, I love our schedule, because we're gonna find out exactly the type of team that we have from the first 6 games. Now, you start off with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. 2 tough games and the Super Bowl champs. Then you got 3 division games after that. So after the first 6 weeks, Falcons gonna go know pretty much where they stand. And if they doing real good, guess what? You got a lot of scrubs to finish the season with. So you can start off, pass your test early, and guess what? You got an easy road to go ahead and clinch the division and maybe rest some players down the line. We end the season with Carolina, Washington, Giants, Vikings. I don't think anybody's expecting much from some of those teams right now, but the meat of the schedule, the tough part of our schedule, is those first 6 weeks, especially starting off with the Steelers, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. We're going to find out what type of defense we got this year too, because we're going to play a lot of good quarterbacks. So for one, I like my schedule because it's going to show us what type of team we got. It's going to show us what type of defense we got, and it's going to let me know what type of quarterback Kirk Cousins really is. And if he's good enough, if he ain't good enough, if you ain't good enough, like Bobby Brown said, then guess what? We know who we going to see soon. So either Kirk, you show up and lead us to the playoffs and beyond, or guess what? The Michael Penix show, the MPJ show, will begin sooner than you think, baby. But anyway, I like how our schedule is set up, and I have no complaints.
Yeah, they have. You called it like it is. That you start out tough, and everything is gonna be testing you early to see where you stand. And if you can come through that part of the schedule, those 6 games, you got 3 division opponents right there, and then you got 3 tough games. If you can come out of that 4-2, 5-1, then like you said, the Falcons will easily win the NFC South and possibly get a high seed. They can get a high seed in the NFC, because like you said, the rest of the schedule, you got teams who are either trying rookie quarterbacks or who are not ready to ascend to the playoffs, be playoff teams, and you get by them if you're doing what you're supposed to do. And my favorite cousin is doing what he's supposed to do, then we gonna see them making some noise this year because Arthur Blank, as always, will say we want a winner, and this is your year, Arthur Blank. Y'all got a heck of a home schedule. They got the fans. I'm surprised if they ain't sellouts because they got some good home games coming up. You got the regular season, regular division game. Then you got the Chiefs here, Steelers here, and a couple other good teams here. So yeah, the Mercedes-Benz gonna be pretty much. The Cowboys. Oh my God, the Mercedes-Benz gonna be making all some money because those are gonna be sellouts without a doubt. Coming to see them play those teams.
Man, you can get to that Steelers game, but it's probably gonna be sold out. So that's a game we should try to hit up.
I'm looking at they said a nosebleed seats $400. I'm like, Hey, I might be watching my nosebleed at home.
Yeah, my flat screen will be that'll be good enough.
Exactly.
All these folks trying to be big ballers going to Vegas in December. Hey, go on. Red will be right here, making his holiday money and saving it. Not gonna be because that's gonna take $1,000. That's gonna be at least $1,000 or more with the ticket, the plane ticket, the hotel. More than $1,000. You're gonna be spending. Like I say, I hope the ones that's going up there, I hope you can afford it. Cause man, I don't want little kids' Christmas is affected because you just had to go see your Falcons play in Vegas. Now, remember now, some of y'all got kids now. Don't take little Junior and little Princess's Christmas money just to go see the Falcons play in Vegas in December. Thinking, I can win it back on the crap table. Okay, yeah, that's what a lot of folks have thought.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't mind us going up there representing. It's gonna be a Monday night game, so I do want us to represent some. But I know all Falcon fans ain't rich, baby. So don't try to pretend just so you can keep up with the in crowd. Okay, your flat screen that'll be good enough if you can't afford
it. All right, let me jump to the nation real quick. See what they say.
But the game I'm looking forward to is early. I'm real anxious to see what we do with Pat Mahomes on that Sunday night game at home.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wide open game right there. Does the Eric Parker say Arthur Smith is gonna do his best to roast Atlanta? I'll be die laughing that he fails with all that talent in week 1.
I don't know, Coach. I just want to warn you now. You might hear some things said between now and then about the Steelers and Arthur Smith. I don't want you taking it personal now that we're not hating on the Steelers. We only hating on our former coach and him trying to come back and beat us. Ain't got nothing to do with the Steelers and Mike Thomas. I don't want you coming on my page and Red, what you mean by that? It's not personal, Coach. I promise you. It's just but I'm telling you, I know that we're gonna be dogging Arthur Smith out, and we're gonna be because he thinks he's gonna try to come down here and beat us, and we can't let it happen, Coach. Ain't got nothing to do with you or your Steelers. Ain't got nothing to do with Mike Tomlin. Ain't got nothing to do with TJ Watt or Najee Harris. But can't let Arthur Smith come down here and embarrass us. So yeah, it's gonna be some tough Steeler talk coming up between now and then because of the first game. But after that game, Coach, I promise you, we'll let your Steelers go ahead and have a good season. We're not gonna be talking about them all season, but I'm saying between now and that game, you're gonna hear some Steelers talk. I just don't want you to think it's personal. Let me see by week
5, Penix will be starting.
Yeah, if we 2-3 after these first 6 games, Anthony, you better believe. I'm saying Kirk Cousins gonna have to have a fast start if he want to hold on to that job or hold on to it confidently, because we're gonna see Penix show out in the preseason. Hopefully, go ahead. Let me read the comments, Coach.
Winston said that's an L for the Steelers. That stretch from week 4 to 10 is the most concerning, with 5 divisional games in that period. Winston, this is your last day on the show. You will not come on here and be blasphemous.
I'm telling Coach not to take it personally, y'all. I'm trying now. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear a lot of talk between Falcons against the Steelers between now and the first game. So I'm just warning them.
I'm gonna be laughing because I know for a fact that if Mike Tomlin see Arthur Smith trying to do something extra, Mike Tomlin gonna tap him on the shoulder. Look here, partner. We trying to win the game. We ain't trying to show everything in week 1. We trying to win. We don't pull your a whole playbook out. We trying to win the game. I don't care if we win 25-24 or something like that. We just want to win. He said, because he got something to work on. He don't care about it. You trying to prove something? No. Woo, Anthony said the Chiefs gained $600. Woo, God bless them. Y'all enjoy the game.
Just to see Taylor Swift. Get out of here.
Nah, Klarna is king. Vegas on a payment plan. Yeah, Klarna is being used. And Eric said, that's right, Red. Arthur Smith, not the Steelers. That's cool. Eric, you say anything else when you said about Arthur Smith and you talking about the Steelers? I'm done. No, I'm just playing. I don't care. Hey, it don't matter to me. I'm just
respect Coach to leave a lot of comments on our page when we talking about week 1, y'all. We won't take it personally, Coach.
If we lose that first game, I guarantee you Steeler fans are gonna come out more than Falcon fans. Steelers fans gonna be like, oh, look at there. See, he couldn't beat his old team. Fire Mike Tomlin. All that stuff gonna come out. Gonna be like, oh,
well, no, they be Tomlin for y'all. They be talking about Arthur Smith. He the one gonna hold y'all back.
Oh man, some of them folk and Steelers fans do not like Mike Tomlin. If he lose, they gonna blame him. Instead, they're gonna go on into their little speech and blah blah blah. Winston said, he said, Coach, I thought we were better than that. Smith offense is the perfect fit for y'all fan base and team character. Well, we gonna see. Like I said, Mike Tomlin is still in charge, and if Arthur Smith try to do some stuff that he doesn't see as being good for the team, he gonna snatch him. He gonna let him know, hey dog, change some stuff. We gonna work on it. But as far as the Steelers, I have no comment on the schedule. Well, I do have a comment because I looked at the schedule and I said, wow. Somebody like Ryan Clark said, somebody from Cleveland must have made this schedule. Because I looked at it from games 11 after the bye week and after we play Washington, which we'll beat Washington.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati. Now,
wow, that's how y'all close the season.
That's right. And now that lets me know one or two things. Either the Steelers gonna get drilled, or they gonna show what kind of team they are if they can come out of that schedule. I mean, them last few games and beat those teams. They're gonna have to show and prove at the end of this season, because the first part of the season, after the Atlanta game, Denver, Chargers, Indiana, Annapolis, Dallas, Las Vegas, Jets, Giants. We can navigate those waters, but that last part of the season, like the folks said, like Denzel Washington said in my favorite movie, Training Day, man up. You got to man up, and you're gonna have to show that you belong if you want to be. But I like it for the fact that this helps the Steelers get ready for the playoffs. If you can go through those teams, play those teams well, and going into the playoffs, you should be all right if you can hang with them and don't get blasted. If you can stay with them, and people don't forget last year, even though there's some circumstances behind it, the Steelers were 5-1 in the AFC North. So I ain't saying they can't be beaten. I know everybody gonna say, okay, Joe Burrow wasn't there. The Ravens rested their players. Nick Chubb got hurt. Everything true, but you can't help who's not on the field. You only worry about who's there, and a win is a win. So if the Steelers can come out of this with some wins, that backloaded schedule, Eric Parker said, I would blame Tomlin too for hiring Arthur Smith if they lose in week 1. And Alexis here. Hey guys, good afternoon, Alexis. Glad to see you. I don't think they're gonna judge Arthur Smith after one game. Some people will. Some people will.
We will if we beat them.
Yeah, that game is gonna have a lot on the line for both teams, because it's gonna
Don't
be.
worry. If he lose to us, y'all better win week 2 now.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then Denver right behind that with Sean Payton. Like, oh Lord, Russell Wilson, you got to beat Sean Payton, overrated team by about 30. So we'll see. Winston said the Steelers schedule set up to promote the Ravens as the top dogs in y'all division with no contention. They tried to railroad y'all. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but we just gonna have to play. Eric said more Atlanta fans will blame him more than the Steelers fans. That could be true. But you look at, like you said, you got to play them anyway. So sometime during the year, you got to play them. So you might as well, even though it's jammed up like that with the Eagles and the Chiefs in the middle of that, if you can come out of that, that's 8 games. If you can come out of that 5-3, 6-2, you're doing good. And you'll feel good about yourself going into the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting. But like you said, I guarantee you, this will be one time I'll be glad to be watching on the TV and the Steelers game, not blacked out like they usually do here in Atlanta. They black out every game except the Falcons. I get to watch the Steelers on TV instead of having to go to my computer and watch.
I gotta tell you about this app I got so you can watch the game.
Oh yeah, I got a buddy of mine. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who he streams every Steelers game live, so I'm always good. I never miss a game. He always streams every Steelers game, so I don't miss one. And so
kind of like our James Holloway did. We got James Holloway. He streamed all the Falcon games.
Yeah, so that one's gonna be interesting. And like I said, the Steelers, if you want to show you a playoff contender, well, that schedule gonna make you show how good a playoff contender you are. If you're not good, then you're gonna get blasted. If you are good, then you're gonna go. And I know somebody already said it, which made me laugh. I tell you what, if Mike Tomlin don't win, have a winning record this year, they're gonna fire him. I said, keep hope alive. They're not gonna fire Mike Tomlin. So you can end all that part. And it's one of those guys that just don't like him and just hoping he gets fired. But Tomlin can close a lot of mouths if he come out of this one and get to the playoffs. He can close a lot of mouths. Ain't nothing they can say then. So we'll see. Beside those schedules, what you think gonna be the biggest game of the year, Red? The biggest?
Well, man, I'm looking at this, coach. It's a lot of good ones I'm looking forward to. Let me pull up the prime time schedule and let's see what I think. Cause like I said, Monday night, man, they get all the good ones. You got the Chiefs playing the 49ers again. You got you guys playing Denver. And like I said, we got a lot of revenge games set up. We got the Harbaugh brothers playing each other this year. Man. I mean, let me see Sunday night game. I'm gonna tell you, like I said, we starting off with Chiefs and Ravens. Like I said, that first game gonna be pretty good one to tell. Then you got Packers and Eagles going to Brazil. Man, whew, there's some good ones. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm trying to look at what prime time game I'm looking more forward to. I ain't gonna lie. Besides the Falcons game, I'm kind of interested in seeing what the Harbaugh brothers play against each other, and I'm also interested in you guys' week 2 game, Steelers versus Broncos, because I kind of want to see how Russell does when he go back to Denver. If he can go back to Denver and beat Payton, oh man, boy, Payton, he gonna put himself on the hot seat losing to Russell, and Russell coming down there and kick his butt. But now if Denver beat Russell up, wow, that's gonna vindicate Payton, and then that's gonna start asking questions: Is Russell really done? Is it time to put in Fields? So we got there. It's gonna be a lot of questions, coach, for your Steelers team in these first two or 3 weeks, right off the bat. And then with the reports that we get from Justin Fields, how he was kind of toxic in Chicago. I'm not sure we validated in that yet. We ain't talked about it. That kind of story kind of flew under the radar because there's so much stuff going on. But I was hearing that they had a toxic QB room, and Fields was the brunt of it in Chicago. So we're gonna see what kind of QB room they have in Pittsburgh if Russell don't get off to a hot start. But other than that game, I want to see what how the Harbaughs look against each other. Jimmy going up against his brother again in November, and right now that's about a few games that's kind of interesting me. And of course, all the division games, all the division rivals interest me. And I'm also interested. I'm probably gonna be interested in what happened with Texas and the Dallas when they play each other, because Dallas they got Dak might be on his last leg, and you got Houston with CJ Stroud on their first leg. So you got Texas possibly going up, while Jerry and his Cowboys possibly going down. So that's gonna be a good one for the Texas to battle it out. Right there. So you got all men in Houston and all men in Dallas gonna be battling it out. Gonna be a lot of bets that week in the Texas area. So that's gonna be a good one. But just those right now off the bat that I can think of.
Yeah, and Eric said that first game. Let me see. Eric, the first game, Jets San Francisco will be good. And it has a subplot in that, and a lot of people forgot. The Jets, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback. And guess who San Francisco picked up? Leonard Floyd, the man who put him out. So, Jets, if you linemen don't block for Aaron Rodgers this year, say goodbye to your season. They're gonna get you out there. It ain't gonna be waiting time. You also got now week 7. You got the rematch of the Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the 49ers at San Francisco. So that one is gonna be worth the price of admission. Right. You got like you said, the Harbaugh brothers. Week 14 gonna be an interesting one for the Falcons because Kirk Cousins goes back to Minnesota, and that's gonna be very interesting for him. How they gonna treat him? Yeah, are they gonna love him? Or are they gonna be like, you traitor, you left us, boo, boo? So that's gonna be interesting. Lions and the 49ers in week 16. That could be a playoff preview. If both of them are still playing, hopefully Dan Campbell got the common sense in him to not do what he did, and he may be able to beat the 49ers. We'll see how the 49ers act, because Brock Purdy is scheduled to come as a contract year for him, I think. So he got to show that he's not just a system quarterback, which I think he is. As just a system quarterback, he plays well.
They probably got one more chance to get this thing done right before they want to close a little bit. Some other teams start to step up, because you got Caleb in that division, you got Jordan Love in that division coming up. Golf, better get it done soon.
Yeah, let's see what else you got. I saw they ranked the teams with the toughest road to the playoffs. And you know who number one?
Who is that?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, where? Yeah. Let's see, with that schedule, y'all, with that gauntlet y'all got at the end. Yeah. Y'all gonna have to be winning or because if y'all need all them games to get in, man.
And see, the thing about it is also, I didn't know this. Pittsburgh played 3 of their first 4 games on the road. So
yeah, y'all start off on the road.
You got let's see, Buffalo Bills get 3. They got the second toughest schedule. They get 3 playoff teams in their first 4 games. So they got the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Texans. So a tough schedule, but interesting to
And
see
I
how
wonder what
these
the Bills
teams.
gonna do. I hope they got a decent replacement from Stephon Diggs. You putting a lot on that rookie now.
Now, that boy, that Keon Coleman is funny. He's a funny dude, boy. He got his video. He was saying, you like, why? He went to the Buffalo team, and then like he called a touchdown and got that clowning. So he big. He's having fun. So
yeah, he showed up there with that big jacket on. I ain't gonna forget that jacket he had on. Okay. All right. I think Roscoe's going through a little trouble right now. But coach will be back soon, you guys. I finished talking about this schedule release. Like I said, it's a lot of games. It's gonna be a lot of good games this year. The Falcons, like I said, we got a lot of tests coming up. Coach's team gonna get tested late. My team gonna get tested early. Coach, you back?
yeah, I'm back. Rocco hungry.
My team gonna get tested early. So, like I say, it's gonna be the battle of the wits, but we definitely gonna see everything. If Kirk Cousins, you got anything left, you gonna see this year. Cause boy, you going up against some formidable quarterbacks. Ain't gonna be no excuses, baby. So just be ready. Be ready to rise up, especially early, because we're gonna need it. And we start, and I can tell you, Coach, if we start off 5-1 and 6-0, a lot of these folks, these NFL pundits, gonna be eating crow with the way they've been dogging us out ever since this draft.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We moving on. It is now 5 for 5. 5 topics. We talk about them, and just us two, so we don't have much of a limit. We can talk. So it's only 2 of us, so we're gonna be able to talk as long as we need to. We're gonna talk about 5 topics that are making news. And once the music starts, which it has already, Red, get ready. So we get the music started. All right, first topic. Hawks win the draft lottery. What's your opinion on that one?
None at all. No. I mean, it's something good, but then it's really not because you never want to win the lottery and a player with no big franchise players are available. So you got the kid Alex Starr. He's probably the most talented big man, probably the prospected #1 pick. Uh, if we can turn the kid into an offensive threat and he still keep his defensive prowess, he can do a little something for us. But he got to be coached well. And I'm not sure Quinn Snyder is the coach to get everything out of him. But we'll see. But I'm assuming that's going to be the pick if they hold on to it. It'll be a 7-footer Alex Starr. Now, I'm sure it'll be some play. Coach, you probably tell me more about the kid. I'll definitely be listening to see what folks think about him. But it's good, but how good remains to be seen because the Hawks are in for a challenging offseason because there are a lot of moves that'll probably be made, and I'm not sure how the team will look next season. It's probably going to be different because I know we're going to either trade Dejounte or Trey Young. So we'll see, but it looks like Alex Starr is going to be the next Hawks big man coming up. All right, Alex, you ready for the ATL? We're going to see, buddy.
Yeah, Starr is the man on the radar that they say. Only he's a young fella, 19 years old, but they say he's ultra talented. He's got a good game about him, and say he's up and coming. He's got a wingspan. He plays good around the rim. They say he can defend real well. Of course, with the offense the Hawks got. I don't know if they're gonna need him much on the offense, man. They might, but defensively, he seemed to be the top overall player. So they also mentioned Klingon from Connecticut, Rosselli, another guy from France. So we'll see how the Hawks handle it, how they pick. More than likely, they're gonna go safe and go with Sarr unless somebody like Bronny James comes up and passes him. No comment.
The Hawks will lose. They'll lose the rest of the few fans they got. They take Bronny James. I promise.
All right, next topic. Harrison Butker decided he wanted to have a graduation speech, and his graduation speech was a little controversial to say the least. Where he talked about women and what they're supposed to be doing, which I have some concern. But go ahead, Red. What do you think of his speech?
3 words, Harrison. Know your audience, you big dummy. Know your audience, man. How you sitting there telling a group of ambitious ladies who are celebrating getting their education, looking forward to entering the workforce and becoming the best professionals they can be? How are you going to tell them now, okay, ladies, I know you're graduating with these degrees, you've been here the last 4 years working hard, but now the most important thing that you need to look forward to is having babies, going home, getting in the kitchen, and having babies. Okay, look, I'm pretty sure those ladies, several of those ladies, are looking forward to motherhood when the time comes. But right now, they are looking forward to the professional hood, their livelihood, the workforce. They are ambitious young women with education trying to go out there and make a difference in society. And here you go, pigeonholing them to just get in the kitchen, put on your bathrobe and your house shoes, and just cook din for hubby and have a bunch of babies. This ain't 1950s, 60s. These ain't Edith Bunkers or the maids or whatever kind of stereotypical women that you trying to poster here. These are professional women that are ready to enter the workforce after working hard for their degrees. They don't need you, Harrison Butler, going back in the past. We live in the old days. Things are different now. Women have great jobs just like men have great jobs, okay? So we don't need any sexist remarks, especially at a graduation speech now. So look, you might have had some good intentions behind all this, okay? What they are, we'll never know because, like I say, you need to know your audience. So that's what happens when you don't know your audience. You end up your mouth open and foot goes in. So Harrison Buckner, bad form. Hopefully you'll realize how stupid you were and make an apology. I hope you're not gonna dumb down on this, but just realize the mistake you made, make your apologies, and just move on. But don't try down this heel, Harrison, because I promise you'll lose this battle right here. Okay. So,
Yeah, he turned into a true kicker, if the word can be used, by taking his foot and using it and inserting it in his mouth. Because what remains to be seen, I guess the NFL really can't do anything about it or not going to do anything about it because that's free speech. But Kansas City, and I know Andy Reid and Mahomes are sitting there like, oh, we got enough problem with Rashee Rice. Now we got another person acting up. God, dog, who next? Well, you just better hope they better hope Travis Kelce stay with Taylor Swift, or that's gonna be next on the plate. And the Chiefs.
You better hope Taylor Swift and Brittany don't say they want their kick off the team.
Oh Lord, yeah, you know how that works. Donnie Rossa, good afternoon, Donnie. How's it going? Glad you could join us. Winston said back to the Hawks, Sarr is going to be good. Wimby light, 7'2", who can stroke it and play defense.
That's good. That's what we need.
The Hawks may need to trade. Alexis said the Hawks may need to just trade the pick and get as much as possible for it. I don't think they're going to trade it. I don't know. With this draft, I don't know if you can get a lot of value for it. You may not. We'll see.
Right. Ain't nobody. I mean, you're going to trade. Ain't too many teams trying to get it. That's the thing. The Hawks won the lottery in the year where there's not really no players that everybody desires.
Yep. All right. Next topic. Tom Brady of Tom Brady's Roast begins as an analyst for the NFL. We're going to see Red. Is he going to be better than Romo, about the same, or worse?
Oh, I don't think he'll be better. Uh, I mean, Tom has some interesting points. He'll make some interesting points here and then. I'm kind of interested though. I'm really interested to see him as an analyst. Uh, I say about the same, no worse, no better. I say even. I'm gonna say even kill right now. But I know somebody who hoping he do worse so they can get their job back, and that's old Greg Olson. Because man, he dropped him down to the number 2 team now. That's costing him some money. So man, Greg Olson, I bet he was hoping, man, maybe they'll do a 3-man booth with me and Brady. No, Greg, they said no, just and the other guys they're dropping you down number 2. So call your number 2 guy up, the guy you're gonna be hosting with. Go on get to know him a little bit. If y'all can hang out on your boat or something, get to know each other real well, because that's who you're gonna be hanging out with for the next 16 weeks of the NFL season. Well, I mean, maybe you and Mark Schlereth can get together and make our own team. But you and got his nickname, but yeah, but definitely Greg Olsen is getting the brunt of this because Brady just took his job over. And Greg Olsen, now that's somebody who was doing a good job, coach. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Now that's what I'm saying. Brady better than Romo. I'm hoping he's better than Greg Olsen, because if not, I'll be like, fuck, y'all made a mistake. Because Greg Olsen was worthy of the number 1 team. I hope Brady don't come in there and just, like I say, just rambling on about a bunch of nothing. Talking, don't bring up that roast again, Brady. While game going on, like, oh man, just remind me of the roast, man. Oh, I wish we could play. I mean, just keep it on the field, Brady. Don't talk too much about your personal life, and be a little animated. Get excited when some things happen. Don't be too judgmental, because we all know everybody can't be the GOAT like you. Everybody can't win 7 Super Bowls. So we don't need you bringing that Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan critique to the network now. Jordan act like everybody supposed to be good at him. Well, we'll see, coach. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I just hope Tom Brady not real dry with his delivery. I hope he put some kind of excitement into it, because I can see him being, yeah, that guy. If I was quarterback, no, Tom, nobody. We know what happened when you were
Yeah, for
quarterback.
real.
If I was quarterback, and no, just I know he's gonna critique the quarterbacks. I can see that coming. He's gonna have something to say if they're not doing the form or the release or something. He's gonna get on the quarterback.
Receivers too. He gonna be
Yeah,
critiquing all the offensive players. Man, that offensive lineman, he a little off the ball. He got to get close up. What they doing out there? I mean, if I was out there, this is what I would be doing. I would be. Oh my God! How many times we gonna hear that today? Okay.
all right. Going back to the kicker, Winston said 200,000 have signed a petition to get him kicked off the team. Uh, that's a lot,
Already
but
started.
the way he kicked for the Chiefs, that ain't gonna happen. I doubt that he kicks well. I doubt they kick him off. And he also said Olsen losing $7 million a year because of Brady, from 10 million to 3 million. Yeah, Brady got to see me in the parking lot. We
Right,
might.
that's what I'm saying. Man, lose 7 million for that. You gonna have to. Yeah, they need to fight for that job right there, because
Yeah,
Olsen was pretty good.
yeah. We'd have to
Brady
have
might
a
need to be on
serious.
the number 2 team.
Yeah, start Tom Brady at the number 2 and then see what happens. You just can't throw him in there. But hey,
Yeah,
that's just like Robert Griffin off the Monday Night Countdown crew and Jason Kelsey taking his place. So I don't know.
see, I forgot about that. Now I didn't agree with that. Like, how do y'all know how good Kelsey is? I mean, then you sign him to a multi-year deal. Can we like see him in action first? I mean, at least you can sign him, but let's see him in action before we start giving these multi-year deals and then picking somebody who actually I like listening to Robert Griffin. So to me, we'll see. You could have kicked off one of them Hasselbeck guys or something.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Next topic. Our coach has retired. She's going to spend more time with family, and she has left The Iowa Hawkeyes. Red, I know you want to talk about her, Coach Bludner. Talk about her.
Lisa Suter, or whatever name, Blutter, or whatever name, Miss Lisa. Come on now. You had a good time with Caitlin. Helped to get that ring that you so desperately sought. And now it's time. It's checkout time. Yeah, Lisa said, man, I ain't gonna never recruit no girl like Caitlin again. I just be sitting here just waiting, and I'm gonna while I'm waiting, my reputation gonna be ruined while we losing games. You know what? I'm just gonna get out while I'm ahead right now. I mean, if you look at my last few seasons, I did pretty good. 2 national championship games. Yeah, I lost, but hey, man, I was winning. I was doing good. You know who I am now because of this girl. So what I'm gonna do, I am just gonna take my basketball, leave while I'm on top, and go home. I'll probably be on ESPN. But y'all see me doing a little few analyst gigs here now and then. Because you know, Caitlin pretty much put me in the spotlight. And I got to take advantage of this. But what I'm not gonna do is stay over here and lose and lose and lose. Because I know I ain't got her no more. So Coach, I understand. A little shady doing it, but Lord, I understand. At least I see the writing on the wall, Coach. She ain't got her meal ticket no more. She's like, man, let me get out now. While I'm on top, while they still saying good things about me because
Yeah.
she thinking in a few years, and if I don't do anything in a few years, they gonna forget all about me. But nope, no, Coach saying she gonna keep her name up that top. I am leaving, and I'm leaving now while I'm on top. I understand, Coach.
Yeah. But the good thing about her is she goes out when at her total career she's won over 800 games. So and she's coached for 40 years. So you can I guess you can give her a pass saying, hey, you want to spend
Yeah,
time
that's
with
good.
family. You rode the Caitlin Clark thing. It tired you out. Now it's time to go away. And her assistant is not a head coach now. So coming into the season, I don't know what nobody's gonna expect out of Iowa, but probably ain't gonna be much. So good luck to her as she retires. Let's see if somebody had a comment. Uh, Winston said talking about Bob Griffin. He was too free spoken on media, so they were just looking for a reason to get rid of him. And Kelsey would bring his podcast fans along with him. Yeah, Kelsey is one of those guys that bring a crowd. So they decided to roll with him. The last thing is the tragic news. TNT losing the NBA to NBC. That means we possibly won't be seeing the TNT guys around. Red, your thoughts?
The chairman for Time Warner, dude, why you such a cheapskate, man? Now you know folks wanted you to match that offer. You don't act like y'all can afford it, man. Come on. I swear Warner Brothers owns Turner Sports or something. If Time Warner or the Warner Brothers division is the top company that's owning them, they got plenty of money. All the movies y'all made last year, like some of them top box office blockbusters, boy, you got plenty of money. Don't come up here with that, acting like you po mouth. They just cheap. It's all you just being cheap. And it's gonna cost us inside the NBA. So next season, I guess it's gonna be the swan song, but inside the NBA, it's not this year, it's gonna be next year. So well, at least they give us one more year. They can go out, on top and they say goodbye to everybody. But I'm just looking at all those folks that's gonna lose jobs behind the scenes, all those folks, those local folks that work at Turner Sports. Man, I put all them folks out of work. I think I know a few of them. Some of them went to Mays. I'm not sure if I think my girl Marissa Collier worked down there at Turner Sports. I hope she ain't out of a job. But it's just sad to see this staple in the sports world be dissolved over NBC wanting the NBA back again. If you want it back again, why'd you get rid of it? Now you ruining a staple of the sports game. We inside the NBA is something we look forward to every year. And to see that it's down to his last season next year, no more Barkley, Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny. Man, that's gonna be a tough loss, man, because you used to those guys during the season. So I hope NBC smart enough to build them another team because ESPN. Let me tell you this: your team is flat. Okay, Malika Andrews, Stephen A. Smith, Will Bond, and Bob Myers, get them clowns out of here. Okay, nobody wants number one. You already got Stephen A. Smith on first take. Why has he got to be on the NBA countdown cover too? Like he's some athlete or something. He is not a former athlete. He's a media guy. That's why TNT is so big. You got one media guy in Ernie Johnson, and the other three talent are all former players, great players, and championship players. ESPN, take a clue, learn a lesson, fix your NBA team, and NBC follow TNT's model and make sure your TV team is top notch. You don't need all these media heads on the TV. You need former players, championship players, players that can give us some real insight and maybe one media personality. Follow the inside the NBA model.
Yeah, I hate that they're gonna be gone after this year. It's not gonna be, like I said, you lose a lot of that. Now, the only thing I like about NBC, I remember that old opening they used to do before the game. I love that opening they used to do. But other than that, who the NBC announcers gonna be? I ain't heard anybody talking about the announcers. Marv Albert don't do it anymore. Bob Costas retired.
Right, I'm pretty sure they're gonna take some of those Turner folks and make them. They ain't gonna have no choice. They're gonna have to take some of them Turner folks and put them on the NBC staff. But the thing is, are you gonna try to recreate the inside the NBA with NBC? With Ernie not coming, so you're not gonna have Ernie.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to think about. Why not bring the inside the TNT crew over to NBC? I'm out. Why not? But
I mean, I would if Ernie was down, I would. But they were saying Ernie's staying at Turner because that's his home.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If they can find an NBC guy, but yeah, without Ernie, who's gonna be the media guy? No Bob Costas, and the other guy you said they out, so you're gonna have to find top. I need to think of who's NBC's top guy. Oh well, what about this? Don't Maria Taylor? Ain't she at NBC now?
Yeah.
You can maybe Maria Taylor can beat them Malika Andrews and have three former players. If you want Shaq and Barkley want to go over there, that's fine. Shaq,
that's right.
Barkley with Maria Taylor.
If not Maria Taylor, I forgot about Mike Tirico. He's an NBC guy. He might do it. He knows sports, so he could probably do it. But who's gonna be the, I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna be the announced teams. I ain't heard nobody NBC that. I know they do football, but basketball, who you gonna get out? That's good. Well, I'm sure they figuring all that out.
Like I said, it's probably gonna be the Turner guys, like the Reggie Millers, the Van Gundys. I guess what's his name, Greg Anthony. Probably gonna be all those guys that do Turner. Probably go follow if they paying, they paying. You know, because if Turner Sports not doing it, they gonna be out of a job, so they probably ain't gonna have no choice but to go over to the NBC crew.
Yeah. Winston said, let me see what Winston said. NBA basketball will never be the same again. I get trying to progress and evolve, but inside the NBA was a cornerstone that I just don't think NBC will be able to replace. They probably won't. Alexis said, I'm like, wow, NBC really wanted the NBA back for real. It's going to be a little sad not to see inside the NBA. Yeah, it is. Because inside the NBA, people have been watching it. And they love how Shaq and Charles interact with each other and everything. So we will see. Hopefully they make it worthwhile. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our 5 for 5 for today. We are now moving toward you have the right. Want to know who has the right to do what and why? Who has the right to do something, Red?
All right, man. I can't believe we got through the show like this with all these topics this quick. Roscoe did his job today, man. Roscoe had us moving today. Roscoe said, I got a date. I get y'all up out of here. All right, Roscoe, we almost done, baby. Who has the right? Tomorrow, Game 7, NBA. You guys, the Knicks, Pacers, T-Wolves, Nuggets. Y'all got the right to give us 2 good, hard-fought Game 7s. Leave it all on the court. Everybody coming out there, don't leave no stone unturned. Whatever it takes, whatever you got to do to win. And in the end, I'm hoping the Pacers and the T-Wolves come out victorious. So, but NBA still, you got the right to give us 2 good Game 7s. And I know Adam Silver is happy that the Pacers won last night. He keep making money because nothing is more exciting and more profitable than a Game 7, baby. So you got it, NBA. What you gonna do? You gonna see.
Yeah, they gotta show up and let everybody know. Caitlin Clark, you live on ABC. This your chance. I just turned to the game. She just made a nice full court pass, and they got a layup. So
I was just gonna ask you, the game already on?
Yeah, it just started. The Fever up 9-8. So
I see now. Okay, come on, Caitlin. You need a win, girl.
Yeah, and I hope her teammates, they looking good so far. Aaliyah Boston and Samuels and those girls look good. Oh my goodness, that's a nice pass. All right, y'all, let me get off there because I'll be turning to the game and laughing and watching the.
All right, y'all.
We gonna check out. Wait a minute, let me find some music.
Appreciate y'all, Rev Night crew. Even though we didn't have none of our presidents on. They no fit, no Thomas. Well, they got okay. Well, hey, Jerry, Anthony, we appreciate y'all showing up in their absence. Harry, Eric, Winston, Jerry, appreciate you today, buddy. Butler had a right to shut. Butler had a right to shut up. You're right about that, Jerry.
Great show, fellas. Thank you,
Winston, man. Thanks for the support, brother, man. Appreciate
Thank you
that.
for showing up.
And Coach, make sure you check out Winston. His show is Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. If you're still up on Wednesdays night, 10 o'clock, the eye test. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, matter of fact, I'm used on there too. So check us out. We'll be on there Wednesday starting at 10 o'clock on YouTube. The eye test.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. And thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be back same time next week. For 11 o'clock for the Red Rail Sports Show. In the absence of our esteemed colleague, young Reverend Doctor. But we'll be back. So we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Holla at y'all.